Hey, welcome! So are you looking for a meditation to help you look within? Are you working on improving your consciousness level? Are you wanting to improve your life just to be the best you? To bring out all the positivity and also to release those negative patterns that you seem to be repeating throughout your life. So I have an acupuncture meditation called the Pattern of Truth. It helps you just look within, bring out your intuitive levels, listening to yourself, listening to that gut feeling, and being the best you. And it really is involving opening that rib cage, expanding the rib cage, your solar plexus area. So not only does this help you on that spiritual level, physically, it helps with your breathing. And also the physical feeling of fullness and bloated and, in this whole gut solar plexus area. Doesn't this sound awesome? And this meditation is nice and easy, but I will say that I like to precede it with opening up the shoulders, in the chest area physically, just a quick exercise because it makes sense. How can we expand and open our rib cage if we're really tight in our upper shoulders? And the physical, the mental, emotional, and spiritual levels are all integrated, and one helps the other. And when one is trapped and stuck, then we have issues in the mental, emotional, or spiritual levels. So as you can see, I have some tape on my abdomen, and this is to help you. So what you're going to need is a place to lay down, like maybe using a mat. I'm going to use the essential oil of cypress. It's just a recommended oil. You can use your fingers for acupressure or the sound of a tuning fork, like a 128 hertz weighted tuning fork, so that you can feel the vibrations on the acupuncture points. So this is an acupuncture meditation similar to EFT, emotional freedom technique, where you're using tapping on acupressure points, but this is taking it a step further because we're actually going to be engaging the mind and visualization, imagery, so to speak, so that you can create shapes like triangles in this particular meditation, the Pattern of Truth. So of course, we are going to start with standing. We're going to do just some shoulder openers, and with doing this, please use your common sense. If there's any pain or shortness of breath, dizziness, you're going to stop and just wait until we finish and move on to the next phase. And when you're waiting, just place your hand at on your chest and maybe your center here, your lower umbilicus, and just practice some breathing and just recenter yourself. So let's just first go into the acupressure points so that you know where they are. So I have them taped here. And so this one is here on the right. We'll be starting on the right side, and then the left side, and this point is just below the breast, level with the nipple in the 6th intercostal space. This is called the Gate of Hope. And then we go into Spirit Mansion, and it's just basically almost just across from the Gate of Hope, Spirit Mansion, and it's in the center here, just below the intercostal angle. And then we go to the point of stillness, or place of stillness. So this is about a half a thumb width above your belly button, your umbilicus, right here, place of stillness. And then you go about a thumb width up, and this is the lower venter acupressure point. So we will be doing here, 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 the lower, and then the center. So there's five points altogether. And when we get to the point where we're going to do the meditation lying down, you may not even need to visually see me. You can lay down and listen as we go along with the meditation. But for now, we're going to open our shoulders. So just stand nice and tall, kind of hip width apart with your feet. And we're just going to reach up to the sky, bringing our shoulders up and back just as far as you can, and just pay attention and just notice which side do you feel you have more restrictions. And you're going to do this just to your place that you can do this. So if it's too painful, you just bring it, forward a little bit. And over time, you'll be able to reach up tall. So I'm just gonna see, okay, time this for a little bit. And reach, reach, reach. And as you're reaching, you're gonna be pressing down with your abdominal muscles. You're pressing down. You can't visualize that. You can't see that in the video, but I am pressing down and reaching up. It's really tightening my whole abdominal area, and this might make you sweat. And just breathe, breathe, hold it, hold it, hold it. Reach up, reach up. You're opening up your shoulders, and you are burning fat. You're burning gristle. You're burning that visceral fat, the fat around your organs that we do not want. We want to burn it. That's what we do, is we burn fat, and this stimulates the good fat, the brown fat. We want to do that. We want to open our whole rib cage and chest, and we need to get rid of that fat too. We need to breathe. Opening up the chest, opening up for letting things go and letting good things in, right? Good breath in, bad breath out. Just keep going. You can do it. You can do it. Keep going, holding back, holding up, holding straight, reaching up to the sky. You're reaching up, you're reaching, breathing and breathing, but at the same time, you're pressing down with the abdominal muscles. You're pressing down. You're doing it, you're reaching, and you're feeling how you can get that stretch further, how you can reach further with your shoulders. You're reaching up and you're opening those shoulders. This is great if you have shoulder problems, restrictions, and mobility, even for your neck, your chest, your rib cage. Okay, we're almost there, almost, keep going, reach up with your fingertips. Let it down, let it shake. Now next, what we're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and you're going to place it just above your collarbone, pressing down, and then we're going to just squeeze. You are doing a little lymphatic movement here. 6, 7, and 8. Taking your knuckles like this, just across your chest. It might be sore. Just doing this, opening up that sternum. The sternum has a lot of lymphatic tissue, and we're just quick lymphatic movement. Awesome. All right, starting with the right armpit, hand goes into the pit, grabbing it and just gonna pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And with those fingers, I'm feeling that muscle in my rib cage right there. And we're gonna push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you see how my arm was going like that. Now let's go and do the other armpit on the left side, grabbing the pit. Pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the muscles in the rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to take our right arm, placing it just like this. Just reaching across there. This is going to help with those traps, those upper traps. They get really, really tight. So we're going to then just look down, look to the right, look to center, look to the left. And now let's shorten those traps. So we are going to press this right arm back while looking up. Just extending it, look up again. Stop if you feel dizzy. Do this just to your level. And we're shortening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now go back and do this again with that arm, and you can feel maybe a little bit easier. And touching with the opposite arm on the right shoulder, and look down, look to the right. You can feel how it stretches. Look back a little bit, look down. It is a great shoulder opener. taking my hand, I'm right in front of the shoulder. There's a little ball right there, and I'm just doing a little empty can. And I'm not pressing hard. My finger is just resting on that spot. It's just resting. Bring it back just a little bit. Just gives enough resistance. That's all we need. The other side, the left arm. And can you feel how tight that might be? When you look down, when you look up, when you look to the left, you might feel restriction in the upper shoulder. Now let's shorten it. Right arm up, back, extension, extending the head. We are shortening that upper trap. Shorten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now bring that arm back like this, and you might already feel a little opening, a little difference. And arm, opposite arm on the opposite shoulder, down, look to the right. And what's interesting for me is my right side, I can even feel this really stretching those right rhomboids by the scapula. Even though this is working for the trap here, it's really stretching that right side as well. Looking, and then you can look back a little bit, you can look down. And then taking my hands just on the ball, socket right in front of the arm, and just a little empty can. Again, it's not pressing, I'm not digging or anything like that, it's just enough friction. Just so that you can have more mobility and opening up the chest. So now we're ready to do our meditation. So give me a moment and I will reset the camera.